I'm going to give you 8 ingredients of really, really good marketing, okay? So I'm going to give you these 8 ingredients, then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about advertising, then I'm going to show you a marketing plan on the board. Because I'm visual, I'm on the creative team, and so I need to be able to see it, okay? So the 8 ingredients of a really strong marketing plan. Number 1, you know the audience. Contrary to what most of your leadership tells you, everyone is not an audience. Okay, so if you go into a meeting and you're like, who are we trying to speak to here? And they're like, everyone. Well, that's a little impossible. I get to travel for my job now, and so I'm at the airport a lot. There's a reason why when someone leaves their wallet at TSA, they're not like, everyone, please come get your wallet from TSA. They need one person to go do one thing to pick up what they left, right? Marketing's a lot the same way. Who is it that we're talking to, and why are we talking to them? So the very first and most important thing is you know who your audience is. The second is you know your story. This is the step that sometimes can accidentally get skipped, okay? Taco Tuesday. We're doing Taco Tuesday for the women's ministry to raise money, and we want everyone to come to Taco Tuesday. You guys tell me which of these 2 examples inspires you most to come to Taco Tuesday. Imagine an Instagram post. It's got a taco on it. And there's a lot of text all over the taco about 7 p.m., $3 tacos. We have al pastor, and we have fajita, and we have sour cream, and all of these ingredients and things and specials and all of this. Can you imagine that post? Unfortunately, some of you have had to make that post before. But Taco Tuesday is on Tuesday or Wednesday at 7 p.m., $3 per person. Okay? Most of you seem really inspired right now to show up to Taco Tuesday. Then imagine a post of, I can't use the word Karen, the name Karen anymore because it's kind of has a different connotation now. Jane. Jane is holding a taco, and this is Jane. Jane was invited by the Miller family to come to our church, and she accepted Christ. And the very first time she ever visited our church was on Taco Tuesday. Her life is completely different because of a taco and Jesus. Who can you invite to Taco Tuesday next Tuesday at 7 p.m.? Both things both are marketing. One is a little bit more inspirational. The other is a little bit more informational. Okay? Don't let your marketing be information. Let it be inspiration. If you think about the ads that you watch on TV that you remember, the ones you really like, most of the time they're inspiring you. There's a story behind them. There's something compelling inside of them. Okay? Number 3, great marketing has truth and accountability attached to it. Okay? Truth is, we're not going to stretch or manipulate to market something. And accountability is we're going to put a date and a time to every actionable item that's part of our marketing campaign. So if we say we're going to start a marketing campaign, and we'll talk about this a lot more in a second, but we're going to start a marketing campaign for Easter. Well, we know what day that is. It happens every year. We can't change it. Okay? Then we're going to work backwards, and we're going to create accountability to that date so that we can make sure that we execute everything that we want. Because you can't tell compelling stories without structure. Okay, so you're going to need to build accountability and truth into your marketing plan. Okay? The next ingredient is knowing your unique and competitive advantage. What makes your church your church? What makes it special? Who's the person that you guys are supposed to communicate with? I get the pleasure of working with Elevation Church. And so every time I walk into a new church partner, the first question I get is, how does Elevation do this? And that's like a high school basketball coach asking how the Lakers do practice. So the first thing you have to do is go get LeBron James, okay, which most of us aren't going to get. So don't continually compare yourself to everybody else that you see on Instagram. God has gifted you and your church with a unique calling, a unique purpose, and a unique mission. Lean into that. what makes you unique is what you can use to become really, really special. Now, unfortunately, in our Instagram culture, we start to do something and it gets a little difficult, and then we go, oh, what are they doing? We'll grab a piece of that. Oh, what are they doing? We'll grab a piece of that. And all of a sudden, we start bolting all these other things to who we are, and we become Frankenstein, and we lose the original calling that God gave us in the first place. And I want to challenge you, don't do that, okay? Number 5, great marketing campaigns create awareness, okay? So awareness happens when you start to show up and intersect people's everyday life, okay? Some of that happens through advertising. When you buy an Instagram ad and somebody goes through Instagram and all of a sudden they bump into what you do. But what are the other ways that you can create awareness about the thing that you are trying to inspire people towards? Maybe going to all the taco shops within 3 miles of your church and asking them if you can put up an ad for Taco Tuesday. They're not going to love that. But try it and see. You know, go to businesses that are associated with your church and put up banners about Taco Tuesday. It doesn't cost you anything, but it's creating awareness. Slides in your service. Buy rubber tacos and put them on every car. All of these things are marketing ideas that help to create awareness. You're never going to create awareness just through advertising. Okay, great marketing campaigns always take a step beyond just advertising. Number 6, activate your core base. This is a little bit like the everyone audience situation. Okay, so if you think about your church, okay, you have your leadership team, then you have your staff, then you have your volunteers, then you have your like core members. Those are the people that show up all the time, and then you have like the group of people that show up like once every 3 weeks, then once every 6 weeks, then once every 6 months. Really, really good marketers know who those different circles are. They start to communicate with the core audience and then let it grow out to all the other audiences. If your staff doesn't know about Taco Tuesday, you cannot expect the first-time guest to understand what Taco Tuesday is. Infiltrate and equip your core circle, and then your second circle, and then your third circle, and start defining who are in those circles and how are we making sure that we're showing up inside of their worlds. Okay? The next ingredient is never stop at one impression. And I did a little research on this, and I didn't find anything new, but I've got to believe that there is new information out there. But about 15 years ago, there was a concept called the rule of sevens when it came to marketing. And the rule of sevens is you have to see or hear the same message 7 times before it actually registers with you. I would actually probably challenge that it's higher than that now because we are so inundated with messaging. But let's just say it hasn't grown. Your Taco Tuesday event has to have 7 impressions on somebody before they even start to pay attention to Taco Tuesday. Okay? How are you going to go beyond the first impression? It's so important in how you create your marketing plan. Then the 8th ingredient, deliver honestly and authentically. If you put a Taco Tuesday photo on your Instagram, or you make a TikTok dance of tacos dancing, which that would be awesome, and then you promise all of these things, and you don't deliver on any of those promises, you've just lost trust for the next time that you try to market something, okay? Marketing is a relational, and just like every relationship that we're in, it's built on trust, okay? So lean into trust and authenticity. Don't try to tell a story or inspire somebody to do something that is not true to who you are.